Ever feel like someone's always waving a magic wand, promising that one weird trick for instant success?
Oh, absolutely. The quick fix, the easy button, we've all fallen for it.
Right. But today's deep dive, it takes a different approach, thankfully. We're digging into this guide, unveiling the formula for victory in our lives. And, full disclosure, it's coming from a Christian perspective.
Which is interesting in itself, right?
Yeah.
Because so much of the success advice out there, it kind of ignores that whole realm.
It does. But this guide doesn't shy away. But what's cool is even if you're not coming from a strictly faith-based place, the ideas still resonate. It's about overcoming challenges, finding deeper meaning,
Hmm.
things we all grapple with.
It's that universal human desire, isn't it? We want the good life, the victories, but we'd prefer them served up on a silver platter.
Instant gratification, love it in the moment, but
But this guide, it cuts right to the chase. It's saying lasting change, the kind that brings true victory. That requires some serious elbow grease, a shift in how we think, how we act, all of it.
and it sounds like this guide is saying that faith is a big part of that shift. But not just any faith, it's faith in action.
Exactly. And it's grounded in this idea from the book of 1 John chapter 5, verses 4 and 5. Basically, it says that faith is what gives us the power to overcome the world's challenges, to have that trust in something bigger than ourselves to guide us.
Okay, so it's not just about saying, I believe, and then kicking back and waiting for things to magically fall into place. It requires action on our part.
100%. The guide makes it clear.
Yeah.
Faith without action is kind of like a car without an engine. You might look the part, but you're not going anywhere.
That makes sense. So then that's where the idea of obedience comes in, right? But I'll be honest, that word always trips me up a bit. It feels kind of rigid, like a list of rules to follow.
I get it. Obedience can sound very old school, almost negative in our do-your-own-thing culture. But the guide frames it less about blind adherence to rules and more about aligning yourself with your values. Think of it like this. If your faith is the compass, then obedience is following its guidance to reach your destination.
Okay, so it's about living in a way that lines up with what you believe. So it's not about someone dictating your every move.
It's about making a conscious choice to live in a way that's consistent with your values. For example, if you believe in honesty, it's about being truthful in all aspects of your life, even when it's hard. That's aligning your actions with your beliefs. And the guide actually gives a pretty practical roadmap to do just that. A three-step plan for what it calls victorious living.
Yeah, I love a good plan. Lay it on me. What's step one?
Step one is all about connecting with your faith on a daily basis. The guide talks about the importance of prayer and reading scripture. It's about setting aside even just a few minutes every day to tap into that inner strength.
I can see how that could be really grounding, like a mindful moment in the midst of chaos. Okay, we're grounded, we're centered. What's next?
Step two is where we bridge the gap between belief and action. It's about taking those faith-based principles and putting them into practice in our everyday lives. Walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
So it's one thing to say, I believe in forgiveness. It's another thing entirely to actually forgive someone who's hurt you. That's putting belief into action.
Exactly. And the guide encourages us to ask ourselves, how can I live out my faith in tangible ways?
Okay, love it. So we've got our grounding, we're taking action. What's the third piece of this victorious living puzzle?
Step three highlights the importance of community. It's about surrounding yourself with like-minded people who can offer support and encouragement.
There's that saying, right? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We all need that support system.
Especially when things get tough. And we all know they will. Having people who understand your journey, who can offer a listening ear, a word of encouragement, or even just a dose of accountability that's invaluable.
Couldn't agree more. So, to sum it all up, this guide, unveiling the formula for victory in our lives, it's not some magic spell book, right? It's about giving you the tools through faith to face challenges head on.
And to find that deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment that I think we all crave. And, as we're wrapping up here, it makes me think, if this victory the guide talks about, if it really is about aligning our lives with our deepest values, what area of your life, listener, could use a little more of that alignment? Where do you need to bridge that gap between belief and action?
That's a powerful question and a perfect note to end on. And remember, this is just the beginning of the journey, folks. We've given you a taste, a starting point. Take these ideas, explore them, and see where they lead you. Until next time.